Hey, this is Russ. Yeah, I'm back in the car again. Still sick. Still coughing. Voice is still messed up. Still blowing my nose. So you got my Kleenex box right here. Well, I'm headed to Costco for, for obvious reasons, but also I need to get my glasses fixed. Yeah, the nose piece on my glasses broke off. Yep, snapped right off. Hopefully, it's just a nose piece part that they can just put another one on there. Hopefully, it didn't crack off or something like that. That would be bad. I mean, if the thing that holds the nose piece in place is broken, then that's another story. Then I'd need another frame. But I think it's just the nose piece itself. I would be able to tell, but I can't see it well enough to be able to tell of what broke off. I guess there's one thing you could do. You could take your cell phone and take a picture of it and zoom in on the photo. Yeah, I didn't do that. Oh well, doesn't matter. I'm headed in that direction anyway. It's getting cold out there. Yeah. This thing says 51 degrees on my car, but I think it might even be colder than that when I got up in the morning. Got up late a little bit today. Yeah, anyway, what time is it now? 9:51 a.m. on a Tuesday. Now, you might be wondering, how come the videos aren't up at 6 a.m.? Well, I'm behind. I had mentioned that I might not even have videos ready for you guys since I've been sick, but I've been trying my best to get something out, but I haven't been ahead of the game, so I'm doing it on the day of. So with any luck, after I'm done today, maybe I'll upload it later. I mean, I did that yesterday where I uploaded it. I think it was about 12:45 p.m. by the time I got the video out. So, yeah, it might happen again the same way today, and maybe even the next day. We'll see. I can't get ahead of the game at this point because I'm just in a weakened state. So I don't have the energy and drive to make a bunch of videos in advance. So, yeah, there's nothing there. I should probably make an announcement on the Russ is Right channel as to why there's been no Russ is Right video either. I mean, I can't get out and ride. I don't even feel like getting out in front of the green screen or anything. So, and I still have, like I said, 2 reviews I still need to do. I hope to get the one finished this week. I did ride yesterday a little bit to do what I needed to do for the one video, but I haven't finished the rest of it. There's a bunch of voiceover that needs to be done, and then other things that need to be shot. So it's going to take me a while. I did let them know that my hope was to get it done by this week. So, which would put me a week behind everybody else who's gotten one of these products. But they seem to understand that I'm kind of messed up. I mean, even now you can hear it in my voice. It's not the clearest. So I'm kind of holding off a little bit. Every day I hold off a little bit longer, hoping that the next day would be better. It doesn't seem to be getting any better. So I think at this point, I'm just going to have to do it. And if the voice sounds a little bit raspy, then it's just the way it is. Yeah. Otherwise, we're going to be way behind. I'm looking at these Hyundai SUVs. Their front end seems totally different than in the past. I think I like the old version better. Yeah, I don't know. Every year it seems like the grills change on these cars, and I don't know. I think I like the last year or two's better than the current model year's front end. Not that I'm gonna buy an SUV from them, but still, just making a comment. All right. Anyway. Why is this truck stopped in the middle of the road here? I think we're gonna have to move over, but too many cars are in the other lane. Can't move over, so let's slide around it. And it kind of stopped in the middle of the I mean, it doesn't look like he wants to turn or anything. He's just kind of stopped there. All right, anyway. So yesterday I talked a little bit about the issues with being drugged out. Yeah, those things really knock you out. I was told that there are non-drowsy antihistamines, but I didn't have one, so it's too late anyway. So yeah, I listened to the audio again from the video from the church, and yeah, every time I hear the mistakes, it just makes me cringe. Stop listening to it. Can't help it. Can't help it. I usually, if I've played for that week, I'll listen to the recording several times, watch the recording several times just to see if I can improve. But man, that was a bad performance on the second service. Yeah, not too good. Anyway, for those who have a link to the church's stuff, you may want to check it out and see how messed up it got. But I'm not going to put the link for the rest of you guys. Maybe next time. Maybe when I'm not so drugged out. Yeah, that drowsiness thing really kicked in. I mean, I'm not sure if I've ever gotten drowsy from one of those before or not. I know if you take like Dramamine, for motion sickness, that could make you kind of drowsy. They have anti-drowsy versions of that too. I don't know if that helps or it doesn't. My understanding is the slight drowsiness is maybe part of the reasons that keeps you in the motion sickness area, So if you take the drowsiness out, does that really help? I don't know. I've purchased Dramamine when I've gone fishing, and I even bring it with me sometimes when I go on a cruise, but I don't really need it for a cruise. Yeah, the cruise ships really don't move that much. People think they're going to be rocking and rolling. You haven't felt rocking and rolling until you've been on like a charter boat where you've gone deep sea fishing. That's rocking and rolling. Yeah, I mean, you're going up and down and up and down. I mean, it's really something else. Got sick on those. Yeah, I've been sick a couple times. I got sick on the very first outing on a deep sea fishing thing out in San Diego. And then I went out on Lake Michigan with a couple guys from the Navy. This guy was he was a doctor. He was a lieutenant. And he says, "Oh, I got a boat." He says, "I'll take you out." So I went out with two Navy guys. And we're rocking and rolling, and I'm throwing up over the side. They thought it was funny. Well, they're Navy guys. They probably shouldn't have any issues. But hey, not all the Navy guys even know how to swim. Yeah, which always surprised me. I figured, you're going to join the Navy. You might be out at sea, What if you have to jump into the ocean or something like that, and you can't swim? That would be really bad. But anyway, so I've only been sick twice, really. I've used the patch. Have you ever used the patch that goes behind your ear? Yeah, that seems to work. But the problem with that is I did that on our very first cruise. We went up to Alaska for a week, and I wore the patch for a week. The problem with that, I mean, you replenish it too. You can't use it continuously. A couple of days, you're going to have to switch it out. But, while I felt okay on the ship, which I found out later, I really don't even need that. But when I got on land, when we came back, then I started to get sick. Yeah, it's almost like it's trying to look for things that are rolling around and nothing's moving, and then you get feeling kind of funny from that on land. So I says, there's there's drawbacks to everything, right? So after that, I stopped using the patch for that. I've used the patch going on charter fishing off of Lake Michigan, and that has helped. But for several days at a time, yeah, no, that's not the way to go, in my opinion. I see people, when we go on cruises, I see people with the patch behind their ear, and I've talked to a couple people on the ship, and it just says, yeah, be wary of after you get back home. Because you're not going to be moving on land, and then after a while you're going to start getting a little sick from that. Yeah. Yep, good and bad for everything, right? Side effects. Let me know if you've ever used those patches before. Let me know if you go on a cruise too, if you go on cruises, and where have you gone, and where would you like to still go? I've been to Alaska. I've been to Catalina Island off of the California area, and also to Ensenada, and then did a Mexican cruise as well. Um, I've been to the Caribbean cruise was the most recent one. Yeah. But of all of them, I would say the Alaskan cruises were the best. I've been to Alaska twice. I wouldn't mind going again to Alaska. Yeah, I really like the Alaskan cruises because, you know, the way that they take you, you see a lot of mountains and things, you know, while the cruise ship is moving. And so just looking out is not just like open water. You have scenery you see as well. So I think because of that, I like the Alaskan cruises, and I like the excursion things that they do out in Alaska too. It's actually pretty interesting. All right, I am here. I will go get my glasses taken care of, and then stop in and get a slice of pizza as I usually do. And wish you guys well for the remaining of the day. Hopefully, I'll get this up and later in the day, so you guys can at least see something for today. Today's a Tuesday, by the way. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Well, my spot's not open, but the spot next to the spot is open. I'm going to take that. There we go.